Spirit the whale went to boat and we get to see all the sea creatures. And I guess this whale. And I'm going to show this location in which you see and which you can see.
Whoa, and what's that noise? And what are you going to see today?
Whales and sea creatures.
Right?
But not sharks mostly. Whales, dolphins, sharks, fish,
Yeah? And what's the boat called? Yeah.
Guys, this is the number I will get to do something at the end of the video. Bye guys, bye guys, bye guys, bye guys, bye guys,
Are they? Oh, we're moving now.
Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome aboard Spirit of Gold Coast for our whale watching cruise this morning. So first of all, today I'm going to start off with some crew introductions, and the most important person on the boat today is Captain Bruce, and he's going to be driving us around our whales today. My name's Rachel. I'm going to be down the front on the bow looking after everybody out there. Inside the main cabin behind the bar today we'll have Lisa. And out the back in sick bay we're going to have Diego. He's got a pretty good job of collecting show bags for everyone who's not feeling so good today. Yeah. And we also have Archie. He's our photographer. He took your boarding photo when you came on board this morning, and he's going to be up on the roof taking photos of our whales. They'll all be available for purchase on the way home. Alrighty, so now that we are underway, our tea and coffee has been packed away. We can't serve it anymore for health and safety reasons. And we do have to talk about some safety aspects of the vessel this morning. And we have two emergency situations that could happen to Captain Bruce today. And the first is if we accidentally hit one of those tropical icebergs and the boat starts to sink, all the crew is going to hand out life jackets to everybody. And they're located upstairs outside in the crates, and also downstairs in the main cabin in the 4 lockers. So right now I do have some crew positioned around the boat, and they're going to demonstrate to you how to use those life jackets. So please pay attention to the crew member in your area, back around the front and tied in a big knot. So just because you have the life jacket on doesn't mean that you need to jump off the boat straight away. The abandoned ship will knock you out on the surface of the water. Alright, thanks very much crew. And the other thing that could happen today is if somebody accidentally falls off the boat. If you do fall off the boat today, please yell and scream your name very loudly so that Zara can cross your name off the manifest and we can continue having a really awesome morning out on the water. No, don't do that. Yell and scream, get the crew's attention, we'll take over and throw a life ring to you and come back for you as quickly as possible. Alrighty, so we do have 4 marine toilets on board today. There's 2 ladies' toilets out the back deck on the left-hand side and 2 men's toilets on the right-hand side. Also have some bins located around the vessel. Please throw all of your rubbish in the bin so that nothing flies overboard and into the water. If you're out on the bow with me or upstairs out the back here, please don't stand on the railings or on the chairs at any time throughout the cruise. Also please keep that stairway that's leading to the bow clear. Otherwise I'm probably going to have to ask you 100 times to please keep the stairs clear. On the bow, please hold on to your hats. If they do fly overboard, then we're not going to go back for them. Also, please make sure that kids are supervised at all times, so I don't want to see any kids running around unattended. It's very easy for them to fall over and hurt themselves. We're also a non-smoking vessel today. Please no smoking anywhere at any time on the boat. And last of all, another important topic to talk about is seasickness. So we do have seasick tablets available for $1 each down at the bar. They are a preventative and not a cure. They do take 30 minutes to work. So this is pretty much your last chance to take a seasick tablet before it will not work in the open water. So just because it's nice and calm inside the broad water here doesn't mean it's going to be like that in the open water. We are at the mercy of the swell and the seas. We're a whale watching boat. We go out there, we stop the boat, and we're constantly moving the boat around. So that inconsistent motion can sometimes make people feel a little bit sick. So $1 is a very small investment to ensure that you have a great morning out on the water. If you do feel seasick today, please do not go into the toilets. You'll feel even...
Holding on here, this is the rockiest part of our trip this morning. We're just passing through this very shallow seaway bar. So these waves you're feeling this is our roughest part, which is where I think that means we're in for a pretty good morning, that's for sure. It's looking lovely out here on our Humpback Highway. So welcome to open water. We are officially whale watching. Right now we are in the Coral Sea, which leads out into the Pacific Ocean, the largest ocean basin in the world. And today we are on the lookout for humpback whales. They are the 5th largest for the whale species around the world.
So
we know
are you
they're going to
okay?
be here every single year because they make this really long
okay?
journey from those cold Antarctic waters where they spend their summer months feeding up here to our warmer waters off the east coast of Australia where they spend their winter months we call a whale's blow. Now the wind has picked up a little bit here, but that blow should still hang around for a good couple of seconds. Plenty of time for our eyes to adjust and get a sighting of it, that's for sure. The second thing we are looking for is by a really big splash. Humpbacks are considered very active species of whales. They spend a bit of time on the surface splashing around. One of the things you can see is what we call a breach. That's when a whale propels its entire body out of the water and comes splashing back down. So female humpback whales grow larger than the males and they will max out at 40,000 kilograms or 40 tons in weight. So you can imagine that 40 tons landing on the water, it's going to make a really big splash, probably a lot bigger than your splash at home in your pool. You can often see it for kilometres on the horizon. It's very distinctive. So the two things we are looking for today is by a splash or a blow. Now to direct you around the boat today, I'm going to put our boat into a clock. So at the front with Rach, you guys are 12 o'clock, out the back is 6, to the right is 3, and to the left is 9. So if our whale popped up right in front of the boat, we call whale 12 o'clock, and you'd all know to look right in front of the boat. But just remember folks, this is the wild, this is not SeaWorld, this is National Geographic kind of stuff. We have no control over these whales whatsoever. We're just here observing them in their natural environment, doing whatever they want to do, and that's exactly how we want them. So folks, sit back and relax. What you're feeling right now will be similar for our trip this morning. We are out of the Gold Coast Seaway here, so start to get your sea legs at the ready. But making sure you have 2 feet on the ground and 1 hand on those rails at all times as you are moving around the vessel today, guys. So sit back and relax and we'll let you know when we spot our first whale.
Right over here.
So we're still looking at about our 4 or 5 o'clock here. Now we've got mum and baby, still just the 2 whales, so I'm pretty sure we just have the pod of 2. Now the baby whale or calf is actually on our side of mum, which may indicate that she's actually more comfortable with the vessel than we originally thought. Our female humpback whales have very maternal instincts, and one of the big things that the experienced mothers do is they put themselves between the boat and the baby as if protecting from what they think may be a threat. So the fact that the baby's on our side here could indicate that the mum is is happy with the vessel's presence, just sitting here watching them, which is what we want, that's for sure.
So
we'll just keep an eye out on our right hand side here. There's the calf there that just came to the surface. Mum should be just next to it. Now obviously we know the mum is a female, but this calf I won't be able to tell you whether it's a male or female. It's very hard to determine based on visual cues for humpback whales. So if you hear me say any gender for this baby, I apologise in advance.
Whoa, Zawadi, did you see that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That was our calf that just jumped out of the water there, very close to the boat.
Yeah, you. There he goes. That's the baby, actually. Where's the mommy? See the block thing? You just just follow the blocks. I think that's the mum or the baby. Who's that? Oh, that's the mum
You
there.
just notice a big scar, and that's the mother there, guys, on the left side of the dorsal fin. There's a huge scar there.
There you
When do we go back?
Alrighty, so as Bruce has just mentioned that scar, I'm pretty excited. I've just recently learned why the mums have the scar there. When the babies are really, really young, what happens is to stay close to mum, they rub up against her really close just under the dorsal fin, and they rub so much that her skin goes red raw and causes those scars. Often we can see it on the side of the calf's face, as well as sometimes on the dorsal fin of the calf as well. So it's from when babies are very young, they're very dependent on mum, they're constantly staying with her, so they rub up against her just as extra protection. So mum, we've seen it quite a bit this year actually, with the females having that scarring just under the fin at the top.
Where are we going, Lord? What did you see? Yeah. And that part of the ocean where you are, what other sea animals are there?
There were sharks and orcas, but in this part of the ocean, there's dolphins
Yeah.
and turtles and sharks.
Yeah.
These are just the and the
Alright, good school of dolphins directly to our right hand side here, folks. Good luck, they'll come in and do a bit of bow riding with us, but with all this noise, I'm not sure.
Oh, look at the jet. No. I think they're practicing for something.
fuzzy whale.
So it looks like our dolphins are finally riding the bow.
Do you want to go out and have a look now? The water is still. Let's go sticky bicky right over here. See, the dolphins must be here. That's why people are having a look. Let's go have a look and then come back. That's okay. Nobody's going to take it.
These dolphins riding our bow are a different species to the ones we saw before. Earlier we saw our offshore bottlenose dolphins, and these dolphins are what we refer to as common dolphins. They have an orangey mark on their sides. That's the easiest way to spot the difference.
There's a dolphin. Oh. Oh, do you want to see the dolphins? Quick, go with the lady. Go with the lady this way.
This way, I can help you. So our common dolphins are now riding the wake out the back of the boat. They're still having a ball in those waves. We might possibly have a whale here on our left-hand side, but we'll wait for it to surface again. We still have our dolphins out the back.
go back?
Oh, look there. Nice and slow.
Thank you. Yeah, just over here. Thank you. They must be close to the boat. They like to race with the boats.
That's squishing me.
Oh, gee whiz.
SeaWorld. Isn't it? Except let's see where they don't have.
Come over here.
Except let's see where they don't have humpback whales.
They're there?
Isn't it?
Yeah. There. They're there. Two of them.
I see. Why can't you see me looking at them? Did you see that jump?
Yeah.
And then it dives down.
They like to chase a race.
Right.
Whoa!
They like to do races with boats.
Yeah. Wow!
Imagine if you jumped up to us.
Yeah, that would be cool. There's more coming. They're there.
Why do you have to lean on them?
Oh, sorry.
Over there, over there. Next to the boat. Did you see? Me and Nathan have those toys of those kind of ones.
Yeah?
Yeah, we have that kind of toy of that kind of species. The white one.
Did they say that one's called a bottleneck? Bottle?
No.
No.
No. The grey one, the brownish grey ones are. The black and white dotted ones are the ones that me and Daddy have that toy. And they're all different species. Did you see? That's why they got in there.
They're coming.